I am to report combat has been erupting all day. I can't talk about anything from yesterday or today, but I can say that. And I can say as soon as it got dark, major combat fucking erupted. I can't say where. I can't say without any doubt the house was engulfed in another really nasty fucking dead body. I'm not describing that shit. Not anymore, I'm not. And then the TV is blasting and has been just blasting about within a half-hour range of that dead body. There was no TVs or any sound when they went out. There was no terrace. It was just dead fucking bodies stinking fucking whole place up. And now there's a blasting TV, like amphitheater. Just you can't get louder, okay? And it's just left on. There's nobody turning it up and down. It's just left on. It's just blasting. I'm forbidden to leave my room. I cannot leave my room in fear of my life for sound fucking reasons. So I can't go in the hallway to say anything else about that out there, except you can assume the TV's blasting. Fuck, dude, you can't hear anything but that shit. Okay? And with all the combat, the sirens would start erupting out there, and then the motorcycle gangs would work with the sirens. This is the best I can describe. And then it would all get quiet again, and then there'd be another burst of fucking really serious, fierce, loud combat. And that is all I can say. This shit is so fucking freaky here. And all I can report, and this is what I can report, but this is really serious, is these prostitutes, these hired on sex workers, hired and radicalized into a terrorist cell. Okay? They coming and going and trying to go on the YouTube and might as well be bashing sticks, making with a horn, making so much noise. This is an example. I'm trying to get it clear how loud their sex workers and so much spectacle and attention they are drawing to themselves in the fucking terrorist cells. May I repeat, in the terrorist cells. This was in broad daylight, that one, and then it went back off out around the town. This is the exact stuff that gets the city. I don't know how much of DC will be left. I have said that, and this is why I am concerned. I am, as of today's date and time, concerned about how much of the city of Washington, D.C. will actually be left by the time the bombing is over. And then I heard terrorist sex workers too, females going up and down the stairs earlier. So we have all these sex workers who harvest organs. And the one that goes back and forth actually has 3 counts of murder on her. Fucking murder one. Just absolute fucking kills people. They've brought her into that. This is the ISIS, Saudi Arabia crowd that has no logic to anything they do. They just keep making it worse and worse and worse. That was what you have witnessed, what you have been allowed to know on the internet. But that's a lot. It's a lot, but not, because there's 60% of this house I can't talk about. But it's a lot that I have reported. This is the Saudi Arabian UAE Bahrain think tank, which means they don't think. And when the war starts, these places are gone in minutes because they don't think. This is not combat that I am reporting to you. Combat is something far different. You're seeing a little bit of combat in Ukraine, but nothing like I've said. The real war, when it starts, there won't be any of this crap. There's not going to be any of this crap. Okay? It's going to be a real war with real cities going fucking bye-bye and real fucking war. Okay? I'm really concerned about my capital city. I have to just breathe. I don't know how much is going to be left. Let me just fucking breathe. So I am to report there's a lot of sex workers that have been radicalized into a domestic police militia terrorist cell. That is an ISIS terrorist cell with ISIS ideology, acting on behalf of the state of Iran. They're just free and fucking on the loose. I don't know who's alive, who's dead. I don't know whose dead body that was. But they don't have any control here of their own sex workers, of any fucking one, and there's this weapons system here. that they took from Iranian, Russian type of fucking really bad dudes. And that's who I've been sheltering in place from. Let me close with this. I have been unable to leave my room in fear of my life all day again for sound reason. Sound reason, by no doubt. With what I've smelled and heard and witnessed, no kidding. I'm so glad to hide in here. And these evil Iranian Russian dudes are dropping here too. I can report that. And their fucking hookers they hired on are out of their minds, drawing so much attention to the terrorist cell where these goddamn big guys, these really evil big leader terrorist dudes are dead. And they still have their hookers they brought in fucking trying to go on YouTube. That's what I really was astonished by. They've lost some of their big head honcho evil guys today. And then they still had their fucking tramps. You should have seen what she was doing in the yard. Yeah. Okay, no, this is nothing to laugh about. I am so concerned about the buildings here. Okay? Because this is my capital. I don't know what the generals are going to do, what their plan is. I can't tell them what to do. But I sometimes wonder, okay, how many buildings of my capital are going to be left? You can't trust one of these Congress members, one of these senators. They have handed our territory over to the goddamn think tanks of Saudi Arabia and UAE. Only an idiot would do that. And may I repeat, and I am going to close with this, you are not taking my nation. You are not taking my sovereign territory. Goodbye.